We are back and in the mood for food. Pasta, that is. Good thing cookbook author and YouTube cooking star Molly Boz is with us, and she has a new cookbook out this morning. I love the title. It's called More is More. It's so cute. It's really great recipes, and she's going to show us one of them. It's a delicious dinner that you might call a lazy lasagna. Welcome back to GMA. Always love when you're here.
Thank you.
Let's get right into this lazy lasagna. You start with 2 meats?
Yeah, so we have a mixture of ground beef and Italian sausage, which makes the base of the ragu.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm going to add them.
They look almost like little mini meatloaves.
Exactly. So we're making them into meatballs, which allows better browning in the pan because we avoid steaming. And so this is a great way to make sure you get nice caramelized meat at the beginning of the ragu.
So divide it into four big meatballs.
They're going to get broken up later on.
Okay.
This is just the beginning.
Got it.
And then once those are seared and out of the pot, we add all of our aromatics. Yeah. So I have fennel, onion, celery.
Oh, I like the idea of fennel.
Fennel's a little different.
Yeah.
Mimics the flavors of the pork sausage.
Totally.
And then a bunch of chopped herbs. So just sprinkling them in.
And then to taste, that's just sort of your
this
thing.
whole book is about cooking to taste and cooking with intuition. So it's not necessarily about measuring everything precisely.
Yeah,
but
I love that.
Tasting as you go.
Okay.
So
is this something that you wanted to add at this point?
You can add a splash of oil, yeah, just to kind of get it
Just
going.
I love a little olive
That's
oil,
very
baby.
more is more of you.
I agree. Thank you very much.
So then once those are all simmered and cooked down, they look like this, nice and jammy.
And smells so good.
And then that's where we add some other secret ingredients.
Yeah, and that's what I loved when I was reading the recipe. There are ingredients that one wouldn't think of for this dish, like miso.
Yeah, so I add miso paste in addition to tomato paste in my ragu because it gives it like a more of a depth of flavor. It's got a savory kind of backbone that I think is really nice in a ragu.
I smell vino,
yeah,
little white wine.
Why don't you go ahead? So we're adding both white and red wine.
All of it? Not all of it.
Yeah, add it all.
All right, more is more.
More is more.
Glug, glug. And a little red.
Yeah, because I feel like you don't need to choose which wine to use.
I'm going to go less
Throw
red
both in
because
there.
I think sometimes red can overpower a little.
Yeah, I love that for you.
Okay.
And then lastly, we add the meat back in.
So now the meatballs have been crumbled.
Yep.
Those go back in. This is where you get mascarpone cheese involved.
Yeah. So that's the other little deviation from the norm.
Yeah.
I have the finished pasta here, which is made out of broken lasagna noodles.
I love this. This is where it gets really lazy. It doesn't have to be perfectly layered like my mama's lasagna.
This book is all about breaking the rules, and so most people tell you not to break pasta, and I'm like, break it and put it in.
Do it. Do it, Molly.
And then we finish it with mascarpone, so I'm just adding like a big dollop.
So the noodle goes in dry.
Nope, the noodle gets cooked in pasta water.
Okay,
and
that's a big trend lately. We're seeing a lot of noodles.
Yeah, the
get
one
cooked.
pot.
Yeah,
not
totally.
Here.
No, because more is more.
Yeah, more is more. And then we just kind of finish it here. As always with pasta, if you want to add a little bit of the pasta cooking water to loosen it up, it's a good practice.
What's the story with that? How much should we save, and why do we do that?
I think as a general rule of thumb, like 1 cup of pasta water before you drain the pasta. And that way you can add a splash here or there if the sauce starts to get really tight, because there's nothing worse than dry pasta.
Yes. Okay. So it just helps it with that yummy
sauciness.
Thing. That sauciness. All right. So a great addition to your lazy lasagna, which by the way we've got the recipe on the QR code, and then we have another QR code that you want to talk about.
Yeah. So this book, what's special about it is that it's filled with QR codes on the pages of the book that access audio and video cook-along. So basically, like, you'll pull up your phone and I'll be right in the kitchen there with you, walking you through the recipes.
I knew I loved you. There's also a recipe, we're not going to be able to get into it, but please do check out the garlic bread recipe.
Triple threat.
Triple threat. There's a reason it's called that. That's all I'll say. QR code idea is fantastic. The book is great. It's it's so you. Everybody, more is more. Scan the QR code on the screen to get the recipes. Also on GoodMorningAmerica.com. And Molly's new cookbook is out today.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.